So we are about halfway through the Trade Wars promo, and for me, I think it is second best when it comes to all three promos that dropped on the very same day. Of course, you had an achievements-based promo called Screeners, where you could get a free 102 overall master, which for me personally wasn't the best at all. However, it is a free card nonetheless, just simply because of the boost they were giving out. However, they are still high overall players, which might help a couple of people's lineups. Then on top of that, we also had the Trash Talkers promo with a 104 Kevin Garnett, which me personally, I am focusing more on that promo, and I'll get onto that a little bit later on. But with this Trade Wars promo, we had, of course, got a bunch of 102 overall masters. You had 4 in total, and they were fairly decent. All of them giving out that +6 position boost, and they are pretty much all combo boosts, with Obi Toppin giving out a high flyer boost. You had Patrick Mills giving out a boardman boost. You had Marcus Smart with a combo guard boost, and then finally Cameron Payne giving out a scoring machine boost. Now, they all had fairly decent stats. I think one downside with these masters was, of course, Paddy Mills and Cameron Payne both are at the point guard spot, when our Grandmaster is also at that point guard spot. I think a couple of these guys do have the dunk package, which is really fun to see. But again, this promo is sort of giving us more and more choices when it comes to boosts, in terms of how you're going to boost up your team, whether you're going to use those team boosts more, or whether you're looking to boost up specific positions. And the reason for that is, of course, I think I'll keep having to go back to this promo, but the West Coast Tour promo provided everyone with free, insane 102 overall players giving out crazy team boosts. Yes, they were elite team boosts, whereas these ones now in the promo themselves are going to be +6 boosts, but they are 2 position. I'm sure later on down the line, we will have, say, the Masters having team boosts, all be platinum, and then the Grandmasters having some royal boost on them or something like that. I'm sure that's coming later down the line, potentially, who knows. But I think because those elite boosts, there is that debate between, do you have an elite team boost versus a +6 position boost? And again, it is just providing that little bit of extra variety when it comes to this. One will help your team out a little bit more, one will, say, help a specific player a little bit more. So it's that balance, giving yourself a little bit of variety, as I mentioned earlier, as to what you want to do with your lineup. So I think the Masters are okay. Again, that little position change would have been fairly fun to see. Then when it comes to the Grandmaster, 104 overall Chris Paul, the boost, absolutely crazy high flyer boost, the second best boost category we've got in the game, being a +14 attribute boost, and it is a +6 to team, which is ridiculous. Exactly the same as that Jamal Murray who we had earlier on, and exactly the same position as well, being at that point guard spot. Now, Chris Paul himself, I believe, watching RP1's gameplay video, I think he does actually have the dunk package, because I saw him sneak in a 360 dunk towards the end. So that's looking pretty good on a Chris Paul card. Of course, it's not unheard of us seeing these point guards who are fairly short, probably not going to be dunking a huge amount in the NBA, but are getting up and getting a dunk package in the game. Of course, we have Steph Curry with one, and now we have Chris Paul as well. He's got some good stats, and again, in RP1's gameplay video, you can go check it out if you want to, but he was shooting pretty much perfect from the 3-point arc as well. I think he maxed out his 3-pointer, which is super fun to see, but his 3-point stat is a 101, mid-range shot is a 101, and he's got good speed, agility, what you'd really expect with a Chris Paul card. And again, it's fitting with the theme, because all of these guys are, of course, going to different teams now going into the new season. Having him as a Grandmaster isn't too bad at all. We have had, I think, him, we've had Steph Curry, and in the previous promo, we did have another point guard master, but of course, in the previous one, we had a full lineup of players as well. So maybe next time we could get a different position or something like that, but there's nothing too much to complain about when it comes to the Grandmaster for this promo. Now, in terms of the promo structure, it is, of course, I'd say a fairly fan favorite promo. It is a free-to-play format. However, every single time we have it, it is slightly different days. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes 9, sometimes even up to 11 days. And when it is sort of the longer length of promo, we do get an extra side master here and there. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, and that does tend to spice things up a bit. But this time it is a 7-day format. And of course, the less time it is, it makes it a little bit harder to get stuff no money spent. You have to rely a little bit more on luck, but it is still doable as a no money spent player. Now, there are a ton of events to play through daily. You can play through all of the top events. They're resetting every 12 hours. You got the bottom blitz event are resetting daily, and there are 20 of those to play through. So you are left with quite a lot of events to play through, and it is fairly an intense grind, because if you think about all of those top events, they're each going to cost 50 stamina. The blitz events on top of that, that is another 50 stamina times by 20. That is a ton of stamina, and you got 2 sides of the map as well. That does over the whole day equate to a lot of stamina you're going to have to spend, but it is worth the grind if you are trying to get that Chris Paul. And of course, along the top, there is that fun element of trying to get lucky. I say fun, it could be a little bit frustrating when you're not getting any players at all, but there is that element of fun when you're opening up packs, trying to get lucky enough, because the more players you pull, the more it's going to help you through the promo, the more likely you are to get that crisp pull as well, which is going to make it a little bit of an easier promo to go ahead and do. Now, I don't think I've ever done this before, but with this promo, I obviously had to unlock the other side of the map as with everyone, but it was a little bit odd to see when I opened one of the packs on one side of the map, I actually got a player from the other side of the map, which I didn't think was actually doable. I don't think I've ever done that in a promo of this structure, but it was really fun to see, because if that is a chance of you being able to do that, it does increase the chance of you being able to unlock the other side and then get through the promo a little bit better. Now, obviously this season we had that addition of changing the set from 30 tokens to 60 tokens on that wild card master, as it were. So if this is something new where EA are adding those extra cards to say pull from one side of the map to help you unlock the other side, that would be something that I'd like to see happen more and more. Obviously it might just be me getting extremely lucky, or it might be something that is meant to be there in the game. I don't know that for certain. Let me know in the comment section down below though whether you've seen anything like that before. And obviously with this promo, because it's based on luck, your luck can vary between different days. On the first day I was getting really lucky, pulling like 2 or 3 of the 96s straight away, and then my luck sort of went away. So it is that luck element coming into play with the promo. You've got a bunch of stuff you can do in terms of the sets and of course the store, whether you spend your coins or not. But for me at the moment, this is sort of the second place promo when it comes to all of them, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, because I'm focusing mainly on that Trash Talkers promo. I know quite a few other people are focusing on that one a little bit more. I have got a couple of reasons why. One of them being I have been a little bit busy over the last couple of days, so that promo I don't really need to spend a huge amount of time going through, grinding through all these events, finding the stamina for all those events, so it is a little bit easier to play through. And obviously this one is a little bit based on luck, and you're not guaranteed to get anything with this one depending on how lucky you are, whereas with the Trash Talkers one you are a little bit more guaranteed as to what you can get as long as you're playing through the majority of the events. And then also in that Trash Talkers promo you're getting things such as NBA cash, some stamina, some coins, though not a lot, and you're also getting a decent amount of masters. And that final master, Kevin Garnett, is probably going to help my team out a little bit more because he is at that power forward spot and his stats are really good as well, although he'll probably sit on the bench, giving Giannis a chance to start on my team. So that's why personally I'm playing that promo instead of the other one. And there would have been a time maybe last season or something like that, whereas I would have tons of time and I'd be playing through both promos, getting both Grandmasters as quickly as possible. But at the moment I'm not really focusing on this Trade Wars promo. I'm focusing on that Trash Talkers promo, playing the game time event as well. But one thing that is also worth mentioning is with this Trade Wars promo you are of course getting those monthly master emblems, which is really helpful, giving yourself a little bit of an extra push as we are nearing the end of the month. We're already at the 20th of August as of the time I'm recording this, so that's not long left at all to try and go ahead and get yourself one final monthly master. And of course this promo is definitely going to help with that. Hopefully I can get closer to getting Allen Iverson before the end of the month. And let me know in the comment section down below whether you are in the same boat as me. Are you playing that Trash Talkers promo more than the Trade Wars one? Are you playing the Trade Wars one more than the Trash Talkers one? Or are you playing both simultaneously? Let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And if you want to go check out this crazy 100-point challenge that I did in one season's game with Steph Curry and Devin Booker combining, go check out the video in the bottom left hand corner because it was absolutely insane. So go press on that video and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.